Fayemi announces creation of Southwest Police to begin operation January 9th. The southwest part of Nigeria now has its own security outfit named M0VE and would commence operation across the zone on January 9th. Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State has announced. Fayemi said on Wednesday, January 1st, in his New Year message that the job of M0VE, created by the 6 governors of the region, would be to complement the country's security agencies in a bid for peace. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that Fayemi said on January 9th, 2020, the Western Nigerian Security Network, known as M0VE, shall commence operations in all the 6 states in our zone. Ekiti is very active in the initiative, which will go a long way in securing the people and protecting the state. The governor, however, noted that it would be difficult for criminals to be totally eradicated from a society, but that their activities could be reduced. Since we are not an island, we are working with neighboring states to strengthen our security architecture, Fayemi said, while urging residents of the state not to allow themselves become tools in the hands of those who love trouble. He assured that the security situation in Ekiti State is being closely monitored and that the lives of the people would remain paramount to his government. Ekiti remains one of the safest places to live, work, and conduct business in Nigeria. We must encourage our people to report any strange signal or incident, but we must resist the temptation to resort to self-help at any time, the governor said. Fayemi made the disclosure while fielding questions from newsmen on the sideline of the first governors lecture series at the University of Lagos in conjunction with the university's Multimedia Center of Excellence. So guys, that is just the latest we are hearing from Ekiti State Governor, and this state police is what they are talking about, and it's called a M0VE. It's going to be working. They're going to be, it's going to be seen in all the states of the southwest of Nigeria. And one thing is this is a good thing, and it's a welcome development in as much it's going to be done thoroughly or the way people really expect it. This idea of people should not make themselves tools in the hands of those mischief makers. But one thing is evident: people have lost lives, people are crying out, people are saying all manner of things on how they are being intimidated or how they are being threatened, their land and all of that. You cannot dispute all of that. And I could hear from one of the statements that they are just overreacting. People are just making things up, as in they are just exaggerating things. The rate at which they are talking about is a Fulani esme. It's happening. If it's not happening to you, it's a different ball game entirely. I could remember a case last year when the wife was on a convoy, and something really happened, whether between the students and all of that. But some people got injured. So are you telling me that those people, I don't know if I'm not mistaken, maybe some people died or somebody died, but at least there was a kind of a chaos that happened in his wife's entourage when they were moving from places to places. I don't know where they were going. There was an incident that really happened. So you want to tell me that the family affected in that thing, they are not human beings, or people who are talking about the Fulani people coming to put flag on their land? You are telling us that they don't know what they are saying, or you want to tell us that the monarchs that came out to speak, one of the monarchs came to speak and said these are the things that they are experiencing, and you are telling us that people are just overreacting, or they don't know what they are talking about? I don't understand these people. In any situation, whatever that has happened, people must have been involved. People must have paid dearly in one way or the other. So you coming out to be telling us, oh, you just want to be, or you just want people to hear, to just want to say something so that it won't be as if you have not said anything. This attitude is not really too good, because they just want to paint themselves very well that they are doing work, they are doing the right thing, but people are being affected negatively in one way or the other. So they should just stop all of these things, that people are just trying to make things up, or people are just trying to exaggerate things. It goes beyond that, because people lives are involved here. So this is good news. This is it's a welcome development. It's really things that people have been looking for. So that, but at the end of the day, what will happen is that the reason why this Amotekun or this state policing they are talking about, let it achieve the purpose so that some things will not happen at the end of the day. If people are secure, if people are confident of their environment and their area, everybody will be happy. Most especially, just like you said, there's no way we don't have crime, and there's no way, crime, will be totally eradicated, but at least to the barest money minimum. Because what we are experiencing in this country is just a free fall. In all the bad things happening, they are just, people are just getting away with all of those things. We wish them good luck in this new project that they're embarking on, and we hope it will yield the desired results people are expecting. And some people are commenting here again, their submission, and let's hear what they are saying. Someone says Yoruba leaders should work tirelessly to ensure peace to reign in our land. Good and fine. Good one, at least to checkmate Esme. Oh my goodness. Someone says Southeast, South, etc. should toe a common line. Good and fine, which is a good one. Let them do the same thing. If every state will come up with something like that, it will be okay. Because after all, they are getting a security vote. So what have they been doing with it? Of course, people always the center, the federal government, so they should do something. I mean, why these guys are collecting money? What do? They don't even account for the money they collect. So what do they do with it? They will just tell you they collect security votes, and yet things are still happening. They will still be calling the center. Of course, the center has its duty or responsibilities when it comes to security, but you that you are still collecting security vote, collecting money for that purpose, what are you doing with it? Are you just going to collect it and just keep it because they don't even account for it? So it's a good thing that other states or other regions too, they will do the same thing, just to make sure that this crime is reduced to the barest minimum, reduced totally. It's possible, it's doable. Someone say if the north or more, or specifically the northwest, were to create such police force, the Christian southern media, including the social media, would have been up in arms, threatening fire and brimstones. The US president would have been informed. So is the UN General Assembly. They would have been all over issuing threats and ultimatums. Now all is quiet because they are involved. The rest of the North has been cowed to silence by the almighty Christian South. So pathetic. It's no, because when you see people antecedent, because it is the antecedent of these people. Now, have you ever seen a Yoruba group, or have you ever seen the South East group just going and be destroying people, or just be taking people's lives? No, now, yes, if it happens like that, and it's not as if one is trying to be sentimental, because when like now, people have been, the so-called Esme, they've been living with people all this while, and people are testifying it that they were not like this. It was not like this before. But why is it that all of a sudden they changed? Then you want to, because of the way you've been living with them, you want just to live yourself, because these people they've transformed, they've changed to something else. And also because the Fulani in this country will be telling you no. Initially they were denying it. Oh, not it's not this Fulani or whatever. They are not the one into all of this. But yes, this at some point they said, oh, it is the Fulani coming from other countries. They are the ones going all over the place. Because like the question I was asking, that why is it that these people, they are always going from places to places? If really they are from the north, why can't they stay there? So some people are saying, oh, these people are coming all the way from other neighboring countries, all those Fulanis, because they've already told them they should be coming. The government has already given them license that they should be coming, giving them free entry and free exit. And once they come, the next thing is for them to be coming to the southern part of the country. So when people already have that history of violence, you don't expect people to say, oh, they should just be calm, or they should just be looking. Yes, because these people we are talking about, this Amotekun or this social state policing they are creating in Southwest, they are not going to go about doing all manner of things to people. Initially, they were debunking it, denying it, that oh, Fulani Esme don't carry sticks, they don't carry arms, they don't just carry sticks, and that's all. But at the end of the day, when the thing became so are prevalent. People are beginning to know all of this. They now said, oh, yes, now, and they carry arms just for self-defense. So who is deceiving who? Who is deceiving when people have a one-on-one experience with them, with the activities, with the way they do things? So what are we talking about? So this person that is talking, that is just the way it is, and I'm sure a lot of people do not really agree with him. Whatever someone has replied, this particular person that made that comment, that whatever the Yorubas do, the media is silent about it because they own the space. Your own government agencies did not already have Boko Haram, ISWAP, and ESME as their police using to kill and maim Christians. Latest is a gruesome murder of 13 Christians on Christmas Day. What did you comment when Christians were killed on Christmas Day? Yes, tell your people to break up and leave if you believe the West, South, and Southeast are the problem of this country. Don't worry, breakup is imminent. When we are ready, because we will dictate the terms, then you will come to work for us. By then, our enormous mineral resources and agriculture will be second to none in the whole South, in the whole West Africa. Our oil would also come in handy together with our vast land. The sky will be the limits. So it is a security threat, as northern Nigeria is creating security threats to the whole country. So everybody should just get it right, because when you see people who are already having that mindset, because of course you can't generalize everybody, but when majority of people just believe in violence and all of that, all of those things, at the end of the day you don't expect people to be smiling at them. This uh, state police or the regional police that they have created, they are not going to, even if by the time they want to do anyhow, just like the same people will come out and speak. The problem with the other region, what those northern people, they don't speak when things are going wrong. But one thing about the southerners is that irrespective of what you are, who you are, they will still come out and criticize you. They don't cover. They don't cover up things. That is just the difference. But these people, when things are going wrong, they will not want to say anything. And that's why people always say, oh, they try to cover their own, which is very, very bad, because at the end of the day, it's still affecting them. Now they are crying all over the place. Oh, there's poverty in the land. They embrace poverty. Is it not the same person from their region that is saying their people, the same northern people, they embrace poverty. They befriend poverty, while other regions fight poverty. So what are we talking about? But the people who are affected, they will not say anything. They will not come out and say anything, because they love it, because they see it as a way of life. Being poor to them is, way of life. So are you going to be talking on behalf of such people? Because that's what they believe. Because even this insecurity we are talking about, all these groups operating in the north, the so-called people, the masses in that area, they don't even come out for protest. That kind of a thing cannot be happening, like free fall in a southern part of the country, and you expect people to keep quiet. They will never keep quiet. But in that area, they don't come out, they don't say anything. So, and it was even before that, even the southerners, they are the one even always crying and shouting, oh, they are pitying these people. But at the end of the day, when they saw that the people that they are even trying to defend, they are not even bothered. It's like, you are crying more than the bereaved. So everybody just, oh, it's like these people is, that's the trend. That's what they really want. And people just like, oh, if anything happens like that, they say, just leave them. It is a family affair. Let them settle themselves. Because people got to realize that the people that you are even shouting, crying for, you are pitying them, you're having mercy on them. They don't even see it as anything. It's like, it's a normal thing. So because of this idea of covering the truth, not being able to say things just the way they are, because they just believe that they just want to be loyal and see what is happening, and the thing is affecting them. Even the so-called elite amongst them that are even saying, oh, they don't want to say the truth, they believe that they have acquired enough. We see affect them in one way or the other. It's affecting them. It's really affecting them, because if the people do not have peace, if there's no peace in that land, you too, you will not have peace, irrespective of what you have accumulated. So that is how it works. So if the northerners feel insecure that if it were to be the northern region that established this state policing, that the southerners would have been shouting this and this and that, good and fine, everybody knows what is happening. If you continue to cover truth, good and fine, you will still get the reward at the end of the day. But one thing about southerners is that if their leaders are doing the wrong thing, most especially from the southeast, if their leaders are doing the wrong thing, they will tell them to their face. They don't to their faces. Nobody cares about this thing. We still have some people that are say a bit loyal, but in that people still come out and say things just the way they are. Unlike all these other regions, they just want to cover. They believe everything is fine. Everything is fine. So if they want to go in that line, good and fine. But one thing is certain: if all these people, if they are going to do otherwise, apart from the original operation or the what they are supposed to do concerning the creation of this state policing or the regional policing, as we may have it, people will still come out and say no, 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 you are going beyond your boundaries, and they will come out and speak. They will come out and speak. So, guys, I like to hear from you what you think about the Amotekun, the Southwest Police that will start January 9th of January of this month. Some days in some days to come, they will start their operation. Leave your comments below and let's have your take. Bye.